it's Rel Klein. You're watching Rel Reviews, and today I'll be reviewing the latest episode of the original Season 5, Episode 12. I will also be eating a vegan scone. This is my lunch. It's blueberries and raspberries. I don't really like blueberries or raspberries because the place that I get them from New York City, they have like a different scone every day. So my favorite is cinnamon pear, and then the only other type I had other than this one was like chocolate chunk. I don't know. So I don't know what other flavors they had. This is not important. So I gotta say, when I've been doing these reviews for the originals, I've been saying how I'm so happy the show's ending, like it's not interesting anymore. This episode was actually pretty good, to be honest. Probably maybe one of the best ones this season. I could just be saying that because Caroline was in this episode. Because at the beginning I was like, oh my god, why are we doing the dying thing again? Like, we know she's not gonna die. But I really like the episodes where there's like a problem and then they do like all these different plans to solve it, and then other stuff is happening too. Because a lot of the Vampire Diaries early seasons, this was kind of the structure of it. So I kind of very like the structure, and Julie Plec does it very well. So that's probably why this episode was better. Today, so the whole point of this episode was tonight's a full moon, and they're like, she's not going to survive turning into a werewolf and having this other thing that's going to kill her. So they go to Mystic Falls, Last Hope. Carl just walks in. Caroline calls him a janitor. I was dead. So the twins are going to help out because the whole thing with season 6 of the Vampire Diaries, I was trying to explain this a little bit to my mom. She was so confused. It's because they're the Gemini covenant, and so the twins, and they can like take the spell whatever out of Hope and then put it in Klaus. And honestly, I was thinking, why don't they just like put it into anything? But I think because it's something that's so powerful, they have to put it in something powerful, and Klaus is very powerful. And so then they were talking like, we're gonna just drop him in the ocean. And you know how I said I'm kind of gonna guess that he's gonna like die in the finale? Maybe he doesn't die. Maybe he gets just dropped in the ocean. Because you know, there's always like a little chance he can come back, but he's gone. So Rick doesn't like the idea with the whole thing with the twins, and he has to have some convincing. So it's interesting how he will be as a father in Legacies, because we can already see the protective side that he has. Oh, so Elijah was teaching Hope how to drive. You know, like she was just practicing how to drive. She was like learning. It seemed like she pretty much got it, but I thought that was funny because I'm right now learning how to drive. Right now I can only do like a couple of streets at a time. Like, there's a car behind me. Ah! Also, another thing is, Rick doesn't look like he aged at all, and this is the whole thing with like this huge time jump, and then the Legacies will have a time jump too, and I'm like I'm guessing they must have like did a little spell on him to make him like age slower, just because he's like has these daughters and because he has a school. That's what I feel like they would have explained that or something, because he doesn't look like he aged. And then Klaus is all like, I'm not actually gonna go in the ocean, I'm gonna kill myself. And that's kind of how the episode was ending, where he like had the knife to his chest. That was actually like how the episode ended. So yeah, I'm kind of skipping ahead. I'll go back and say some other things, but I have a feeling that he's either is gonna die in like next week's episode, just goodbyes, or that he's just gonna be dropped in the ocean. Like, I feel like maybe the last second he's gonna kill himself, but then Elijah or someone like steps in and just throws him in the ocean. And Caroline, of course, like doesn't want to kill Klaus, and whole show saying them later, she's like, you're not my villain. And they had that like, it wasn't a kiss, but they had that moment that was like, made me go like, oh my god. I hope next week's episode they kiss. So Hope is breaking down, and I said this before, that Hope's breaking down when her mom's dead and stuff is very realistic, and I feel like that's how I would act. And I don't know if it's just the writing or Danielle's an amazing actress. She's an amazing actress because she does it so well. And so then she kind of died and like went to the other side, which I thought got destroyed in season 5 of the Vampire Diaries. Anyway, it's like the other side, and it's like they're partying. Her mom's there. My mom's like, my mom was sitting with me, and she was like, oh my god, they're drinking beers on this other side. And this is also something that made me really confused, because they were trying to do this other side thing, but wouldn't if Hope automatically dies, she becomes a vampire, because she has that blood in her. So like, I'm guessing that she couldn't have died, because then they would just like this whole thing. Like, if she dies, she becomes a vampire. So I'm wondering, like, what if she died and was gonna become a vampire? Would this thing still be in her? And I was like, it probably would still be in her, because if you think about the supernatural, I'm relating this a lot to be supernatural with the Michael Caine storyline. When Dean died, he just became a demon, and the Michael Caine was still in him. So I'm gonna kind of get to the same thing. If she died and became a vampire, it would still be in her. Also, Hope a lot of time blamed Elijah for her mom's death, and it seemed like this episode they got close and they kind of made up, and now they're in a good place, which is good, because especially if she loses her dad, like, she's gonna need Elijah. So yeah, in the end, they got the spell out of Hope, and now it's in Klaus, and Klaus is about to kill himself, and Elijah was there stopping him. So we'll see. Next week is the finale. I'm really hoping it has a good end. So thank you guys for watching my review. I thought this episode was better than this season has been. Excited for the finale. I'm excited to see where things are. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Love you guys. Sorry, like food. I'm like dealing with food right now. This is my lunch. This is Royal Climb with the original season 5 episode 12 review, and bye.